Hello everyone, this is Jer, playing Oxygen Not Included. So in this episode, I'm hoping to finish my airlock. In the last episode, tried to put oil down here, crude oil. But it's a very cold zone up here. And that crude oil was actually freezing. So I've switched that out with petroleum, which hasn't arrived yet. That's, well, I guess I have to connect it here. Hold on. I removed the crude oil that was in here. Not quite. So crude oil is going to go down, be converted to petroleum. Petroleum can go up and make its way in here. So that's one thing I wanted to do. The other thing is I got to deal with... Oh, hold on. Choose, do, print. Muckroot, why not? I'm having to mop up here. There must be some liquid I'm not expecting. Can't quite see at the moment. I don't know if that... Well, it wouldn't have been polluted water. When you put water through this, does it just splash out of the machine? Does it cause damage? I don't know, but I'm assuming that's what happened. I'm assuming a piece of water has made it in, and that's one of the things I want to do in this episode is want to do some filtering. Just to make sure that situation doesn't happen. But I'm gonna make a divider here because I want to have one side here for polluted water and another side here for brine. And I'm gonna get a lot of ice. Melting is just water. So we're gonna have a mix of different things. Oh, I seen, whoops, I've got to put a tile right here because I've lost my nature reserve. And the dupes aren't getting their morale bonus from this one. I do have a second one though. Yeah, over here, anytime they go to the washroom. Actually, they might not be getting that because I don't see a ladder right there. There we go. Okay, so I've got to do a couple things. One, let's make sure petroleum makes its way up. I see petroleum heading up now. So there's technically a little bit of crude oil there. But if I just load this whole zone with enough petroleum, I'll feel confident that I'll have an actual liquid airlock finally. So that is nice. So now you see I've got a vacuum. The hydrogen that's here is not making its way over anymore. That means that this door is not needed. I'm not going to destroy it just yet, just in case something goes wrong. But I'll open that door. So that prevents the dupes from having to wait for it to open and close, and we're going to stop losing a little bit of hydrogen. So let's look at the power situation. I should have lots of hydrogen in. Now I want to deal with the lack of natural gases. So this world over here is producing natural gas. The dupes here are just running themselves ragged. What is the pressure? Let's change this to 200. So this is going to get a mix of carbon dioxide in this line, but I'm filtering that out. Actually, if I put an airflow tile right here and mop up this. Of course, the dupes may never get to doing that because they spend a lot of time on the manual generator. Okay, we'll leave that alone for now. Let's get our natural gas from this world. So I'm going to build a pump. Pump's going to go right here, where there's lots of natural gas at the moment. I'm going to have to cross this line. This is This is my carbon dioxide line. So I don't actually want to use that. I have a separate line for this. And I want to filter it. Make sure I just get natural gas. So I'll do some basic filtering. I'll have a gas reservoir for that. So the pump is going to push natural gas into a gas pipe. That's going to go through a gas shutoff. Right there, we'll have an element sensor right before. We'll have an automation wire on this. So that's going to put natural gas in here. If it's not natural gas, it's going to go out, and we'll send it out up here. We'll assume it's carbon dioxide. It's going to make its way across this. So let's bring that up by 1. So we may need more room. Okay, unfortunately we're going to have to destroy this one. So this is going to feed into... We want to get... Oh yes, we want to get rid of this one too. This is our carbon dioxide line. Wait, this is the everything but natural gas, most likely carbon dioxide. So actually teaming up with that one is perfect. And I need to put these back in. Check the order. I think this one is right side is down, left side is up. Then we're going to do a new line. We'll cross over. This is going to get a little complicated, but let's do this. Let's move this one like this. Not currently active, so I can just destroy that. I'm going to take those. Hold on. I can't actually go right there. Maybe I should have brought this one up a little higher. How to best do this? I think I may, at this point, send my natural gas here. Just gonna take those two out, this one out. So this is going down, this is going up, and you're going up. So natural gas is going to go from here to here to here, and go form a new line that goes all the way up. And there it is. We've got a new hydrogen natural gas line. So that's unbreathable natural gas. This needs power. So does the pump. So we need to jump over this. That liquid reservoir is not used anymore, so that can go. So we've got our carbon dioxide line, and next to this new natural gas line. That's going to make its way to the kitchen. So we can actually go this way. Up and around. Up like this. Where is the kitchen exactly? Way up here. Is there a way to avoid crossing this? If we go like that. Let's just bring in, connect into that one. Disconnect that. Just to avoid the confusion, I'll get rid of the pumps, because that may not work with them. up and up and up, and that will meet here. So now this will have natural gas from 2 sources, the other asteroid currently not providing anything, and the current base, which is getting some natural gas both from the refinery and this guy over here, fertilizer synthesizer. Let's go look over the other base, because they're having issues over here. We've got an oil well, a pump, 2 pumps. That uses a lot of power, but on top of that, we've got the thermal aqua tuner. I'm going to turn this guy off. We don't need... Oh, hold on. I've got a button for that now. Let's turn that off. That's ultimately going to stop producing heat. And let's not bother with that. We'll just take the natural gas. I'll be happy with that. So now we should find... Yeah, there is some natural gas. That's going to be heading towards the gas range, allowing us to produce more pepper bread, which is our preferred food source for the time being. So that's going through here, that's filtering this out and only getting... Oh, whoa, what happened? Okay, well this explains why we don't have natural gas from this world. So I need to find a power situation if I want to run this for a while. But to be honest, I really don't need any more crude oil for my purposes of this playthrough. So eventually this is going to cool down. Actually even force that to go down to, let's say, only operate when you're 20 degrees or above. You should be sending a false signal heat. There's just a switch on this? What? 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 That must not have been what I was intending to do. The switch must have been meant to... Oh! No. That, let's turn that back on. It's not really the ideal situation. I want this to be disabled. I've got this going in at 20 degrees. Oh, I see. It's 22 degrees, that's why it's still running. So it's eventually... I'm going to change this to 22 degrees. That's going to allow this to not be used as much. Just saving the dupes from having to run on this thing all the time. So I'd like them to focus on building this. Notice, dupes, I've upped the priority of that. Let's just change this to 25. $22. So that should stop the dupes from having to run on this so much. Are we actually getting much from this? Let's up this to be 300. The pressure is not very high, so we shouldn't be wasting power on this thing running. We're gonna make that actually 500. That's just a waste of power unless it's actually that pressure. And these dupes can get some natural gas from over here. Does this actually connect? I must have disabled this, or just I certainly didn't complete it. Let's connect it now and see this thing run. Or not see it run. Why is this not running? This goes into here and into there. This looks at it to tell us whether it's natural gas or not. Okay, this exists, so we're getting natural gas to not go anywhere. Oh no, one more tile, or yeah, one more pipe is needed. There we go. Natural gas is being sent, a little bit of it from that world. From this world. We're not going to actually get a lot because ultimately I'm going to be not running the oil well. If that's the case, we're not producing any more natural gas over here. We've got a lot of natural gas here, which... Let's just destroy this to kind of allow this to filter through, because I'd like to have that natural gas fall down. We're waiting for this pipe to be built. This is also stuck. Okay, let's just leave that alone. Let's go back to the other world. How are these dupes doing with their natural gas plan? Oh, yeah, no. Not ideal. And they can't get access to this. You know what? Let's just destroy that tile so they can complete that. I need a bridge right here. And this is not operating. Pipe blocked, it says. Maybe that's not connected. There we are. So it's detecting natural gas. It's saying yes. It's going in here. Carbon dioxide. That didn't work. Why did that not work? Let's, okay, this is a problem. So right now I'm getting natural gas. Oh, maybe because this can't set, or is that an output and an output? Oh, I know why. It's confused because it thinks gas should be sent from here to here. And if I do a liquid bridge here, or a gas bridge, I'm going to solve that confusion on this line. That's why I'm getting carbon dioxide going out. If you're curious why I'm just not putting in a gas filter, because it consumes power. Power I don't need. So unfortunately that means this is running and this whole line has a lot of carbon dioxide. I'm going to destroy various pieces of the pipe. Here, 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 here. What's inside here? I've got carbon. Let's just yep. This is a mess. This is just a mess. I forgot to put, this is an all-important, this would have been fine. I think if these guys hadn't been down here, maybe. Or no, I think, yeah, I still should have had that, that sitting there. Now this doesn't have any place to go. Let's, goodness. Let's disable that. Put this guy back. So I'm just getting natural gas to be leaked out in space. Oh, great. Easy way to handle this. Just gonna cut it right here. We're gonna vent that out so I don't lose the natural gas. We'll get there with this one. So the natural gas line is, I actually wouldn't mind. Yeah, this one should be just pure natural gas. If we get a piece of carbon dioxide, that's okay, but I just want to try to reduce that. There, I think now I've got everything in place. It was this one gas bridge that was missing. It was essentially telling this never to use this path. But this is where carbon dioxide should be falling out. Now I'm going to cut this right here because I don't want this to operate just yet. What I want to have happen, okay, let's see, a dot of carbon dioxide I can get rid of. But I want this one to vent out here, and it's just not. Is that because it's over... automation wire. That's not needed. Always a good idea to get rid of your automation wires that you're not using, because this will happen quite a bit. They'll just be on buildings you don't intend them to be on. This is an old line. I started very early in the game. What line is this? This was the same one. Let's get rid of that whole thing. Because if you build a building on top of it, it could be disabled, and you have no idea for... Let's not... Get rid of that. Okay. So this is being vented out, so we're not losing the natural gas to this world. We can get rid of that. We'll have the natural gas go in this direction, and we'll have carbon dioxide go up. That's going to go up. Let's see, another piece can be destroyed. Let's go check on the other asteroid over here. This is natural gas is going through. Yeah, see, I've got a gas bridge just after this. I don't have any confusion on this line, so this is working. Is that enough for cook or chef to be able to actually cook? Oh, it is. So this is being filled up, which is nice. Got an idle dupe over here. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess because I'm not operating this anymore. I guess you can go back home. Teleportation equipment. Let's send you there because there's lots of work to be done in Homeworld. No shortage of work there, that's for sure. Teleport you back, and we'll just keep Doctor over here. Something that we can print. Anything useful? Joyous seed. Oh, nice. Okay, so back to this. Let's make sure all this is running. Gonna put this pipe back in. So this is gonna be my everything but natural gas, most likely carbon dioxide. And I want to tell this, if this starts to get backed up or full of natural gas, you might as well turn off. Because you're just going to leak the excess out in space. Lots of production of power is happening here. How are we doing with coal over here? I'm just wondering if that's something I should be burning. 40 tons. Let's click on this. Let's do that. Let's bring in a coal power plant. I'm put in just a single one. That's going to produce a lot of carbon dioxide. So for the sake of these dupes, I'm going to put mesh tile. An auto sweeper to load it. And I think the automation wire is already on it, but we'll check here in a second. Perfect. Alright, I'll just have to remember to tell the dupes to store coal in this bin when that's built. Let's check back here. One of the dupes, if you could create that. Everything's in place then. Lots of natural gas. How thick is it? Just about a kilogram. Not super thick. Making sure that we have carbon dioxide down here because these guys don't want the natural gas. They prefer carbon dioxide or oxygen. Okay, let's see. now enable that building. Should be able to connect this now. Oh, in the setting here, I'm gonna just put 50-50. Let's check this out. There we go. Carbon dioxide is going up and filling the engine. Carbon dioxide engines are being leaked out in space. Natural gas is being selected. And that's backed up over here. Not me. Oh yeah, that's right. We've got to rebuild this because this was filled with oxygen at one time. And eventually, that's going to be making its way to the gas range to be used for cooking, making pepper bread. We still have some there, so our pepper bread production is going on down. We're short some pinch of pepper nuts, which I'm a little surprised about. How much calories pepper bread? Not a lot, 9,000. Of course, the dupes are probably preferring to eat this. Won't we add in our fourth plant? Fertilization, okay. Oh, I was like, how did that... I don't see a dupe come down here. It's the auto sweeper that filled that up. And this is not filled up with material. Hold on. What is with that? Oh. A bridge was forgotten. Furthermore, I don't see dirt in this line. Okay. So the dupes are having to manually put in material to feed these. I did not intend that. This should be phosphorite. I don't see any. Let's just up the priority though. This should be selected as dirt. Oh, but this needs to be a higher priority in order for the auto sweeper to send it from here to here. Same thing over here. This needs to be a higher priority. Well, 7 now because I made this a 6. There we are. I'm going to lower this priority, but in slower time, the dupes can feed these. And this is going to send dirt over here and phosphorite over here. This needs to be built in order for that to actually make its way in. That's going to make sure that these guys don't stay in a state of not having fertilized or having to have the dupes go all the way down here to visit them just to add some material. Just going to put a bridge here and here. So yeah, that should improve things from that perspective on this side. Seeing natural gas start to be built up. So once this gets up to be 50%, that's going to tell the pump to turn off. If it didn't, I'd start to see natural gas be wasted and get pushed down here, and I don't want to see that happen. So this is going to start to read at some point 50%. And instead of being a true, it should be a false. We're just stuck in the morning cycle. Storing 50 of 150. So it would be 75, right? So once we get to 75, we should see a false, and that should tell the pump to turn off. 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, and it's gone false. Pump turns off. And I don't see any natural gas going out and being wasted. Okay, so there we are. We've got our gas range set up for pepper bread. We now have automation. I should have checked this a long time ago, but now we're set. We've got our dirt line or our phosphorite line. This thing is being set. So the moment these things are in need of anything, I'm going to actually lower the... It's going to lower the priority of that, but I don't know if that's going to affect the farmer. So let's just leave that alone. But over here I've got auto sweepers that are going to take dirt and automatically put this in. so that the dupes don't have to do that. We don't have interruption in growing stuff. So hopefully we'll let that run for a while, and we should see the calories of pepper red go up and up. Okay, one final thing. I wanted to do the filtering down here. That didn't quite happen. That's going to happen in the next episode, but before I leave, let's just get rid of this and create our wall. So natural gas is up, and the final thing to check on is our liquid bridge here, or liquid airlock. Not loving the fact that I've got a mix of... How much crude oil is in this bottom thing? 170. I don't think they can mop that, so I'll just leave. I think it's going to be okay. Dupes aren't going to get their feet wet because they're wearing ammo suits. A little bit of construction is occurred up here. I'm hoping... Next episode, I'm going to have to do some liquid filtering. But I'm hoping to get at this, because this is going to solve our power situation. It's also going to produce rad bolts, which we need to explore. So I think this scientist is just delayed because our rad bolt production is so slow in this world using these two guys. That's going to change quite a bit. So we can eventually make rad bolt propulsion. Or 245 out of 370. I might actually tell the dupes, you know what, don't bother wasting uranium ore, because we're gonna get so much more rad bolts in the other system. So we'll just hold off on research until our research reactor is complete. Let's just make this tile here and here, and we're gonna end it on this episode. We've got to put some we definitely need filtering here, because look at this. We're fine right now at the moment, but we're going to get into the situation where this is going to start to consume polluted water. In fact, I'm even going to disable this. I'm going to disable this. So we'll do that high priority, because I see that making a mess in my base if I let this run any further. And we've made an almost wall. Okay, not quite, not quite. Almost wall. Oops. Somebody? There is someone coming down to build this. Here we go. We have a wall. Okay, I did want that. That was an important task. Good. Good for you. Don't do this, though. Let someone else walk all the way back. They're so efficient with their planning of their tasking. Oh, down here. Let's make this, before I forget, consumable ore coal. Up the priority this for 6 for a period of time. There we go. We've got our wall. Dividing these two. Do I need to make this one taller? Actually, maybe I do. There's a chance. Let's just make that, and I'll do that in the next episode. Hopefully I won't forget. Thought I destroyed this liquid reservoir. Try again. Okay, just collecting my thoughts. I've got my wall. Research is... oh, the coal. Yeah, I don't want this to set at level 6 for very long, so I'm just going to watch the dupes fill this up. And now I'm burning coal. That's going to reduce... I should have a tune-up on this at some point. So that is helping the power production. Let's see, we got 3 tons of coal. That's good enough. We're going to make that level 5. And we will leave it there for this episode. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, anyone, for hitting the like button. And hopefully I will see you in a future video. I'll deal with the filtering with this and get a research reactor at some point coming up. Until then,